Hey guys, it's Pronoman 111 back with Let's Play Megaman Legends 2. When we last left off, we had just learned from Joe that we need to find a train that he pretty much nearly killed himself over building. So let's go ahead and see if we can find that big metal contraption. Okay, let's roll out here. Yeah, I think Joe did make that thing and nearly killed himself over it. Now the two options, if you're not quite ready, go ahead and just wait a bit, get sorted out and come back, or you can immediately start. I'm gonna do that, which is a very good point. Okay, now I did a pre-recording earlier, and it was pretty much catastrophic from the get-go, because, me not paying attention to what I'm doing is the problem. But aside from that, and me not making jumps like I'm supposed to. So real quick, before we start this fight, you want to get outfitted properly. And for some reason I need to come in. Let's make sure you get outfitted properly. Same weapon. Now this probably would work more so than the Buster Cannon, more than the machine gun Buster I had equipped earlier. But I've also changed the Buster layout just a little bit. It's not as rapid firing as it was before, but its attack is maxed out. Yeah, do real quick. Okay, that's not by any means any kind of balance whatsoever, but I realized earlier that I needed more range, and without it, or energy, I needed more energy, otherwise the Buster pellets would just, not do anything, so. But just take time, even if you don't have a clue about what you're doing on the Buster gun, just fiddle around with it, experiment, You'll eventually learn it. That's pretty much how I did. Now, let's go actually do some fighting now.
Isn't the main gun fixed yet? It can't even hit the target! Shooting it once destroys the barrel! What kind of cannon is this supposed to be anyway?
I told you it was still under development, but oh no, you just got to fire it, don't you? You not only knocked out the gun, you disabled the main reactor as well. Anyway, it's fixed now, so let's get a move on, shall we? At this rate, it'll be nightfall before we get to the city.
Can't they take anything seriously?
Hey, Clay, your problem is you're too serious, you know? Besides, aren't you a little ashamed of yourself? I mean, a big fella like yourself getting trashed by that kid. You're getting old, man. I've had enough of this circus. I'm out of here.
Hey, wait! Bola, wait! These fools can't do anything right anyway. I guess it's high time I was getting out of here too.
Hey, Diesel, you heard Bola. You can do the rest of it yourselves. See you around.
Hey, wait! Hey, Claymore!
Who cares? Let him go. That leaves more for us.
What?
Come on, Teasel, stop your whining and start acting like a man.
Why do I put up with that wimp? Who does he think he is, anyway, talking to me like that?
This is what happens when you don't have any money. We have to scrounge for parts to build our machines. We have to ally ourselves with people like that. We'll never win like this.
He's here! It's Megaman! He's using a train too!
Here he comes.
We can start moving anytime. Cookie!
Please do try to keep up, Teasel.
I'll make you eat those words, Clyde. All right, boys. I don't want to see any slacking. Let's move out.
Come on, Shaw. Full speed ahead.
And thus starts my favorite battle. Well, I can't really say it's my most favorite battle in this game, but I get quite a bit. Okay, To start off, we'll have to attack their train and destroy its compartments as we go along. Also, avoiding, try to avoid, our train taking too much damage too, because, they're going to be attacking us as well. Believe it or not, the first part, the hardest part of this battle is actually the first part, and I'm going to show you why in just a second.
Mission start!
So like I said, it's good to have a ranged weapon, and that's part of the problem right there.
Ground incoming bomb. Keep at it, Megaman.
You want to keep pegging away. This is actually one of the harder parts
The middle section looks weak.
of the train to destroy, and the most, the biggest threat always, because of the bombs, as you can tell. You can destroy them in midair and try to avoid them hitting the, your train. Oh, are you kidding me? Believe it or not, some of these bombs do miss their target, so it's not, destroy every bomb or you fail kind of thing. Okay, now here's the harder part of the fight. Now you can either destroy the compartments or you can destroy the main car itself. You should probably, if anything, try to take the gun out. Otherwise it'll just make this part of the fight more difficult. Now keep your eye on the laser thing right there. No, I got hit by the machine gun, not the laser itself. Now it'll constantly sweep across. Okay, and that's why I said to destroy the turrets on the top. They make this much more difficult. As you can tell, it doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but stacking the damage will probably make it worse for you. Thank God there's no falling off the train. I would have fallen off a long time ago by now. Now I'm just going to take the damage because it's pretty much small if you keep up with your armor. These cannons pretty much what's causing me to take damage.
No more than the next guy.
Of course, I use the L buttons to actually dodge, so that's probably my issue. Of course, the padded helmet lets you dodge roll too. So. Yeah. But as you can tell, once you destroy the machine gun turret, you're pretty much set. This is pretty much going to be easy after that. Are we done?
I am sorry, Glide. I don't have any choice.
What are you babbling about now? Wait, you're not.
We won't forget you. Glide, good luck.
Farewell. See you around.
Tron, do it.
Releasing Glide's car.
What do you think you're doing?
I'll get you for this, Tizo!
Sayonara, Glide.
Okay, that takes care of Mr. Glide. Now, we have to fall back and regroup. Full steam ahead, Bond.
Now moving on to the the easier part of the fight. Switch back to the lifter and just chuck the missile. Now there are two types of missiles that'll come at you. One coming in about your level, about head level, and then there's some that come in high. You don't want to try and pick up the ones that come in high. Like that one, because you'll just get smacked upside your head, usually. You want to try and grab the missiles, throw them back in such a manner. It helps to just lock on and throw. It'll eventually hit them. As so, you got to keep doing this till we can get them to slow down enough. Unfortunately, we're not seeing Glide anymore the rest of this game, I'm pretty sure. But this is actually the easier part of the... Like so, see what I mean? Don't try and hit them when they pick them up when they come in really high. It's pretty simple. This is very, very simple. That one was smiling like, yeah, I'm going to hurt you. Again, that's another high one just blowed out of the sky. There's not much to this. This part is pretty easy. And I love how we have infinite track, by the way. Now, once this occurs, the train will actually slow down to a point to where you can actually give it damage. Now, the cannon is annoying. To basically stop it from firing, you need to either A, hit it with a pretty powerful weapon while it's charging, or just hit it enough with your buster gun to cancel it. Either way will work. Try not to let it get a shot off because it does a nice chunk of damage. Now it might be tempting to get distracted by the cannons and forget to hit the main car. Don't forget to hit the main car, that's how you do your damage. And make sure to periodically take out the surfbots, otherwise they'll just keep bombing your car. And once this happens, the first part of the car will get destroyed, and then you want to target bomb, but the bombs will still continue. Surfbots will periodically come out of the car itself and try to bomb your train. But keep pegging away at bomb, this part, and you'll be done with it very quickly. It's not hard at all. And there you go.
Here we go again. I'm tired of this.
Ouch! Ouch! It's hot! Miss Drawn, we're on fire!
Teasel, we've got to get out of here!
Listen to me, you little blue twerp! You haven't heard the last from us. I'll get you if it's the last thing
I still feel kind of bad at this point, though, unfortunately.
Mission complete!
That takes care of that. Now all we have to do is go back to the church and get the last key. Come on, Mega Man, let's go.
Okay, the galley? No, gallery. Galley is a sharp ship. You don't need to talk about. Oh wow, she actually runs back to the flutter. I have never noticed that. That was awesome. Okay, so real quick before we start, I'm gonna go ahead and get restocked, and we're gonna save real quick, just for safety reasons. Okay, with that, make sure you check your inventory, make sure you're stocked up. That battle shouldn't have actually drained any resources as far as I know. So it's not really that difficult. As long as you have a ranged weapon, a long-range weapon. Now I'm going to go ahead and switch back to my other configuration just for the sake of, I like rapid and range, or rapid and attack. Now, later on we'll be getting another buster part that'll help balance everything out, without such a penalty. But like I said, it's completely up to you on what you want to do in terms of how your buster gun's configured. So just do what you feel comfortable with. Like I said, the majority of the time when you fight with your buster gun, you will have it'll be about mid-range, or you'll be pretty close to your target. So, let's go ahead and head into the ruins now. Now, if you remember this place before, there wasn't a big, huge elevator right there. Instead, it was just blocked off. Since we saved the town of Yoshonka from, the pirates trying to blow it to hell, they're gracious enough to let us get into the ruins. So, let's go ahead and get started.
One more key left. This place looks pretty cold. Good luck.
Now, this is my favorite ruin of the area, and I forgot to make an item. Well, technically it's not necessary, but unless you like sliding around quite a bit, I suggest you make it. It's about the same as the Abesto shoes, except here we'll find more use out of them. We'll want to make something called the cleated shoes. I'm not entirely sure if I made it yet. I'm pretty sure I didn't. What this will do is prevent sliding on the ice when you get to certain parts of the floor. Okay, to make the cleated shoes, we actually need to buy a part from the junk shop. So let's head back and make it and get to it now. I don't believe it's a part, I actually believe it's an item. Huh. Okay, maybe I forgot to buy a spot somewhere else, but there is an item you buy in the I think it's the part shop that allows you to make the cleated shoes. Of course, my memory is not working correctly, so of course I'm not going to remember. So we were about to get started, but you know, I'm too busy hurt ripping to remember what I was doing, so I apologize for that. Now, something is actually telling me that it's in even though this should be universal with all the part shops, it might be in here. You should be able to make the cleated shoes before you go into the Yoshunka ruins. So I do recall every time playing this that I was able to do it. I recall that the part shop is here. Huh. Oh right, I went to work. I'm sorry guys. It's not an item shop part. It's a place. Yeah, we have to go back behind some ruins. Here, I'll show it to you. With little time I got left. I probably will be making an additional video here in a couple of minutes, you know, to make up for the fact that, hey, I can't remember anything squarely, so, but we're all human. Also, I'm kind of curious about what you guys think in terms of recording. Like, would you prefer a, you know, kind of a perfect run-through, or just, you know, someone playing it and having a bunch of flaws or what have you, and reacting to them? Just let me know in the comments what you think. But yeah, this part to make the cleated shoes, you find it in a treasure box. I'm an idiot, don't recall. Now to get to it, we'll want to head back to where the train was. There's an opening in that place. Prior to coming to this event, they would have been locked off, so you wouldn't have been able to get it. And I can kind of see why you wouldn't have a purpose for it till now. So head back over here, and then you'll notice that the train is missing. You can head through this gap. Okay, this is the treasure chest that contains the chip we need. And that's the spike chip. That'll give us the cleated shoes. So with that, let's head back to Roll and have her make us the cleated shoes. Once I do that, I'll have to end it. But I will pick up recording here in a little bit. Okay. Head to the development room and we'll just make it from there. Shield beam. Now with this, and you combine this with the Zeta Saber that you could get from the mayor and the Monda Isle, you can make the beam, or the saber arm. But with the spike chip, we'll make cleated shoes. Okay, this will prevent us from sliding around on the ice. But okay, guys. With that, we'll have to end this segment, but next time we'll actually dive into the ruins and, you know, have no more delays. So, this is Protoman 111 signing off.